covering news that matters. Fox 23 News at 5 starts right now.
The state chamber once again pitched its plan for major education reform, this time here in Tulsa. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nathan Thompson.
And I'm Shay Rozzi. That plan is called Oklahoma Competes. Its goal is to drastically improve Oklahoma's education outcomes and benefit the state's workforce and innovation.
Fox 23's Devin Lyon was the only Tulsa-based reporter to be at both presentations for this plan, today in Tulsa and last week in Oklahoma City, and he joins us live in studio. Devin, you asked the chamber about some of the concerns that lawmakers have.
Yep, those concerns primarily come from the Democrat side. When it first rolled out, there was a lot of buy-in already from those at the state capitol among the legislature. But there were concerns, as I said, from decade-old repeated legislation or on the cost side of things. So I brought those questions to the state chamber this time.
If Oklahoma was dead last in football for more than a year, there would be panic in the streets. So if we were ranking reading scores on SEC states, we're dead last in the SEC. And if we were ranking reading scores on Big 12 states, we'd be dead last in the Big 12.
The state chamber once again pitched their education reform plan, Oklahoma Competes. The plan is modeled after what's known as the Mississippi Miracle, the method that improved Mississippi's education rank.
That's why we care so much about it, because we know if you solve that literacy issue, if you solve those education issues, you fix 100 other things wrong with Oklahoma.
Just last week, we shared concerns from Democrats.
10 years ago, we tried third grade retention, and it was a horrible failure.
We've got to make sure we have those resources in the classroom.
So I brought those questions to the state chamber.
I wanted to give you a chance to respond to some of the hesitancy from a little bit of the state legislature saying we might have already tried this. What's the response to that?
I think the problem was they put in place the system, but they didn't stick with it, right? So I think the message to the legislature would be, previous legislature did it. You guys need to stay the course. Don't back away from it. And then you need to make sure you fund it consistently so we get the results that we need. And Mississippi did that. They stayed the course with funding and the commitment to the program, too.
There were also concerns about possibly holding kids back for those reading or math scores. Is it possible to work without it, or is that needed?
Absolutely. And I think, so part of the journey for us has been is talking to teachers, educators, superintendents about that. And there's no magic about holding a student back at third grade. So maybe first grade may be the better way for a retention. But let's have that conversation with superintendents and with educators around the state and figure out what the best system is. But the point is you have to have the safety net to make sure that you're not allowing a student just to continue down the path where they get to 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade and they're still not, their literacy skills aren't there because they're going to miss out on the benefit of all that career training or getting ready for college that they could.
And now there's still the concern of cost and moving money without having to dig into your pocket. On Fox 23 News at 6, I'll have that answer from the state chamber, but I also spoke to the chair of Education Appropriations and Budget at the State House, who arguably has a lot of say on if this plan goes into place or not. I'll have that for you in just about an hour. Live in studio covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.
The state chamber says it believes with consistent buy-in from lawmakers, there would be a quick turnaround for Oklahoma schools. We have more details on Oklahoma Competes and the action they want to see to make the plan work in this story on fox23.com.